Hey, out there in the crypto world, you're with DeFi IoT Latin America. Once again, we're going to take you through today. We're going to do two videos, actually. One's going to come out today, and then there'll be another one come out on Saturday. Both of these are going to be where we're looking at right now investing and how you can get involved investing in something that's new. You know, the metaverse is coming out. So there's going to be a lot of cloud storage needed. And this is nothing new that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about I call it the XaMiner. I kind of like the Mexican, accent they use there more with the XaMiner. We'll call it the XaMiner here at our DeFi IoT Latin America. But see, XaMiner, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But there's a lot of videos out there already that talk about how it works and so forth and what it is and how much it makes. What we want to talk about today is a little bit how you can get involved with it. And we're going to go into some brief detail today and kind of get you introduced to it. Then we're going to break it down a little bit better for you and actually show you where you can buy this at, where you can get a waiting list at. And if you don't want to be in the waiting list, we're going to have another video that comes out and show you how you can circumvent that waiting list. Don't miss us. DeFi IoT Latin America. Let's talk about it. Before we begin, I need to make a disclaimer. Here at DeFi IoT Latin America, we are not professional financial advisors, or are we paid by any company to promote certain products. We here at DeFi IoT Latin America, we invest our own money. We take our own risks. We learn, we make mistakes, and we share what we learn, our successes and our mistakes with you. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, hit the bell, give us a thumbs up, and write to us what more you'd like to learn. Let's go in now and see what else we can share with you. So basically, let's back up a little bit. Before you had like AWS, Amazon, so forth, where they have their own type of cloud data storage, right? But that's all centralized. We like here at DeFi IoT Latin America, we like things decentralized. We don't want people having control of it. Your data is then obviously in the hands of somebody else that can sell your data or abuse your data. And we know that's been the case. Also, we know the cloud's been hacked into. So previous forms of data storage have not been the safest. So now you come out with these newer versions of data storage. What we like about this whole SCPrime XaMiner is that it's decentralized storage of the data. So it gives a little bit different concept. Now, as I'm doing my research, I'm finding they're not the only ones this way, right? But I'm kind of liking what they're doing. They're not reinventing anything. They're going off something that already exists and trying to make decentralized even more protected. So therefore, we think this has a future to it. Remember, when you're coming out with the metaverse, we're going to come out with 500 video games just in 2002 alone, is what they're projecting, right? Some of those, and I understand a lot of those are going to be, pay to play or pay to earn, right? Or earn to play, however you want to put it. They're going to get paid to play the video games, play to earn. But that's going to require data storage. And it's going to require a secure data storage. Some of those video games are going to be digital. Some are going to be on blockchain and encrypted. So some are going to be private. Some are not so much. But they're going to still need secure data storage. This is why I listened the other day to one of the executives of SCPrime, and his idea, well, the reason they created this was that they're video gamers. Or I should say video gamers. They are miners, old style miners, ASIC and GPU miners, from going back in the days of Bitcoin and Ethereum and so forth. And I have a respect for that, and I have an understanding of what they understand for things being private and protected. So with that in mind, I want to introduce to you something that I think maybe we're taking a look at, and maybe you should take a look at it. Remember, we're not financial advisors, as we've disclaimed, but suggest that maybe you look at this, at least, if something you like. We're going to explain what we like about it and what we're going to do going into it, but let's look at the project first. Let's go to the screen here. SCPrime, a distributed data center. This concept, what they want to do is new. They're not reinventing anything. But what they're doing is distributing it so it's safer. So we go into SCPrime. That's the name of the actual, their blockchain they have. And you can go down here, you can see just how much they have actually grown with their coin and their actually market cap, the network capacity, right? Here's our network capacity here. You've seen it grow into July of 2021, going up through October 2021, and then just skyrocketing for their network capacity, right? Network use, we're still climbing. We're only about, you've got maybe 400 terabytes of network use. So it's not a lot of terabytes of network use yet. And this is why we're getting into this, because it's something new. With something new, there always comes that risk that it might not pan out. But we like getting to something that's newer. It's proven itself just enough to where we see it's a good solution for an upcoming problem, which is protecting a massive amount of data that's going to exist in the cloud over the next 2, 3 years, 10 years, and so on. Remember, Metaverse itself, the next 2 to 3 years, plans on having 1 billion users daily. That's a lot of people playing every day, a lot of data being stored. And not just are you going to have data being stored, but there's data for businesses, and there's other types of private data that can be stored also. Their main focus with SCPrime is going to business data and a few other areas, which we're going to cover right now. So let's go into this. I don't make this a long video. I want to keep it a little bit shorter. Let's go and see what this looks like. Here's something that came up when I was explaining this to a few of our clients we have working with us here, a few of our backers, financial backers with DeFi IoT Latin America. Now, what happens to data? What happens to my data, my personal data? It's like, okay, we decentralize. We have these little boxes. We put them in the homes, and it's in everybody's homes, in thousands of homes, and you have these little data miners are calling it, but what they are really data centers or database centers, and then it stores data. What happens if that's destroyed or if that's stolen? What happens to that data? Is that data lost? Well, to put it in brief, I like what's shown here of it's showing the cost effectiveness, but I like what's shown here how you have a piece of data and it's broken down in all these little bytes of information. And then it's stored not just in one data center, but that same block of data right here, the same byte of that one big piece of data, let's say it's a photo, all right, give an example. That same little piece would be stored in multiple locations. So if your data center goes down, or if it's stolen, or destroyed, or it burns, it fries, something happens to one of your SSD cards or SD cards that's inside of your data center, it's not lost data to the person who's actually putting the data into the cloud. That can be recovered from multiple different points. And that's what I like about this, is it decentralizes it. So not just the point to where if somebody wanted to hack that data, they wouldn't get enough data to even do anything with. It's protected because it's under a blockchain. It's encrypted. And the other is that if it ever was hacked, there's not enough there for anybody to put together. And if it's lost, that same data, when you pull up like a picture and it's broken down all these little pieces, you pull that up, that same data will come back together for you as the end user. You don't know where all this data is as the end user. You put your data out there, but it's got to be secure. If you're going to have a lot of play to earn type of video games, and you're going to have a lot of businesses that are putting this data, it's going to have to be stored in a very secure environment. We know the cloud has been breached many times over, and it's not very safe. So traditionally, how they store data is not safe, and this is why we like the SCPrime idea. Let's look at what these little data centers look like now. And I wanted to go over some things that are talking about what you can earn. It's really hard to say what you can earn right now because this is really in its testnet phase. It's in its beta stage. So it's still in its testnet. It won't go live until July is projecting. I've heard July even going into February. So there's time to get involved in this still. It's early on. So if you're going to get involved, don't think you're going to get back a lot of returns right now. You're going to get involved in this now to have returns coming in going throughout the year and into the next year, and you're going to grow with them. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. Let's take a look at what some of these look like. Here's what these XaMiners look like. They are basically boxes, and each one of these has terabytes in them. You can buy different types of size. There were 3 here. But now I'm only finding 2 of the XaMiners. So you see inside here, they've got different SSD cards or SD cards stored in here. And these say here they only burn about 1 kilowatt hours a day, is what they're saying. Now, when you look up basically what one of these would burn, if it had 64 terabytes in it, you're probably looking at more like about 150 kilowatts a day. Now, a kilowatt and a kilowatt hour, you know, are a little bit different. So a kilowatt hour is going to be calculated a little bit differently than a kilowatt is. But I want to show you this here. You can't buy these. Here's a 16 terabyte right now. 16 terabyte. You have to buy this, actually get on a wait list. You can hit the wait list button. You can click the wait list button. What's going to come up is going to show you this. Let's go through it together. Click the wait list. It's going to ask for email address. Okay. You'll put your email address in there, and then you'll say join wait list. And when they come in, they'll actually send you, they have in stock. It worked. They come out with every few weeks or every month, they're coming out with a few, and you can buy these. And then they come in fairly quickly from what I understand. I haven't bought one yet here because we're going a different route. We have one to buy. I went on a waiting list, and probably within 2 weeks, I already was notified that I could buy, right? And we were going back and forth. Do we buy? Do we don't buy? It wasn't because we don't believe in the project, but we thought it was a little bit expensive for what it is, right? Then we found another way we could actually get involved with the same program a little bit cheaper, doing the same thing. That will be another video we're going to break down for you. Right now, I want to show you what you can do here, but we're going to put together our own, okay? But here's this all put together. If you're not tech savvy, remember we have engineers here and technical engineers. We're IoT company, and basically, you know, we can put together our own devices, and it saves us a little bit of money doing that. But if you don't want to do that, which others don't, a lot of YouTubers haven't, they just buy this. It's very quiet, doesn't mine like it actually doesn't mine at all. You're just getting paid to store data. They call it a miner. And the coin is actually mined on proof of work right now. Some people complain about that. They're going to go proof of stake. But really, remember something. Proof of work is much more secure than proof of stake is, if you want to talk about being decentralized. Let's look at this. Let's go back and look at this real quick here. I try to jump back, and I'm going to try to find you the price on these. Let's go in here, shop. Let's go into shop and just go right here. Here you have it here. You have the 16 terabyte, which is four terabyte cards in this device here. It's selling for just under $1,500 right now, $1,495. You can buy an extended warranty on this. There used to be a third one here, one in the middle. Now you've got a 64 terabyte. There was the 16 terabyte, and if I'm not mistaken, there was a 32 terabyte, but I don't know, for some reason it's not here anymore. Then you have the 64 terabyte, $3,500. Okay, you can buy this as it is. Go on the wait list, buy this as it is, get it in, and you're going to get it in fairly quickly. Not a huge waiting list like with Helium or these other types of devices now that are out there and take forever to get, like with Planet and so forth. You can buy this as it is, and it's just plug and play. You just hook it up. It's very simple. You go in and you go into their dashboard and you hook it, and you are now a data center. Then then people will come start storing their data in there. So you're going to get paid when data gets stored. Now, what I understand though is once you buy this, once your order goes through, they actually start paying you a minimum daily amount. So when you get that and you plug it in, you already have some in your wallet, some money there. So you have these two. Let's jump in and see what it's about a little bit here to close up. Let's see. Let's run to. Let's see. I was doing some research here earlier. Let's look at this. SCPrime is a distributed network that provides cloud storage to business and market opportunities. So your market opportunities are going to be very broad there, and market opportunities you're going to find in the metaverse as well, right? They're going to go into this for businesses first, and they're going to kind of branch this out with their focus for marketing and who they're going to bring in with their SCPrime token. You're paid in SCPrime. SCPrime token right now. Let's look at this right now. SCPrime is also the main developer and keeper of the SCP blockchain, which allows you to upload and download the data networks. This is a proof of work protocol with a plan to move to proof of stake. SCPrime is designated as the safest and encrypted network for data storage. They're going to distribute security token, not yet released. So it's not yet released. It's going to come out this month, January or February. So we're on top of this still. Not a lot of people are buying into this. This is the time to get involved. It's already proven itself. It shows a good solution, and now's the time to get involved. Okay, this is how we feel. That's the same thing we did with Planet. we got into helium too. Probably we got to helium fairly early. The problem was we got in fairly early, but then we got wrapped up buying the wrong miners, and it took us forever to get our miners. We got into GPU mining a little bit late when we got in, but we still were able to actually do some good GPU mining. ASIC mining as well, we got in a little bit late. Just for energy costs and consumption, we actually got rid of our ASIC miners, which we will do more ASIC mining in the future once we move to a different location where we're going to have a better, lower energy price, because we're investing in solar panels now. Okay, so here we go. So don't have to get mad at us about environmental issues. They're going to distribute a security token not yet released. It is known as SPF as a funding mechanism. It is currently held by accredited members only. Okay, and that's to be normal when a new company comes out. This is a new company in respect to coming into the market. The company is developing an SCPrime project called the SHA Network or XaMiner. XaMiner Network. I kind of like the SHA better. And the way it's got the capital XA, it looks like a SHA. Like if you're going to go to, to Mexico and go visit like some of the ruins there, the XA, and I come from an anthropological background as well as been my main hobby. Book I've been working on for the last 20 years have required this. And so when I talk about Ishkaret and things of that nature, you've the XA, I kind of like the SHA in there. So we call it the SHA miner here. All right, just bear with us. XA doesn't sound very romantic at all. It says shares of spread data through the network. SCPrime ROI has been at 1,090% over the last year, 128% over the last month. This is current. This says December 14th. And so it has been ranked. And when we look at our cryptocurrencies ranking, we're ranked from 1,060 to 767. Now you can go on to your own homework here. I'm not going to get wholly involved in all of this. You can go on to this link. We'll put it down below so you can go on this link yourself. Cryptology.st. You can go in here. You can see also into the Cryptology ST and look at the actual reports on it. So you're seeing that the SCP ranking here is 600, which is not bad. Its current price for this token is $1.27. Its last update was December 29th. So we're talking yesterday. Market cap, we're talking 59 million. So we have a good market cap there. Remember, we want to be above that 25 million for market cap to look at something that's already kind of established itself. And yet it's still at a point where it's not infancy, but it's still early to get in. You've had basically a year of seeing this margin. And over the last year, you're seeing 1,397% increase for its token. Over the last 7 days, 23%. So you're seeing this is actually something that interests people. What are the other competitors out there? Well, you have Filecoin, Airweave, BitTorrent, Holo, Sidecoin. These are others that are competitive with them, a little bit different in the aspect of not necessarily completely decentralized in an encryption form, as SCPrime is indicating. So you can see here, do your homework here. You can look down here how much they've grown also in their Telegram, Reddit, and Twitter. And go and do your own homework here on this page. Okay, we'll put these links down below for you to do your own research. Why do we like it? In summary, SCPrime, data storage for the cloud. We like it because it has a good solution to an upcoming problem, and it's early on in the game. You have over 50 million in market cap, so you're already showing a good investment. The people behind it come from an experience of actually DeFi. We need to make sure going forward. Look, we had horrible experiences with Axie Infinity. I cannot for the life of me fathom why so many people are touting Axie Infinity, Axie Infinity, Axie Infinity. We have an individual in our office that just plays video games for us and seeks the areas that's more secure. Now, maybe it's something that happened down here, but the actual down here in South America, when we were hacked, but we have pretty good protection on our systems here. So they came back to us and gave a general response saying, well, you must have been hacked. Well, that's funny because the actual administrators were shown to going into our accounts and say that we gifted them our Axies And then they liquidated our love potions, our tokens we had. They did it. The administrator did it. Not once, twice. So here's an idea, an example of something being centralized and not being protected with Axie Infinity. I'm not bagging on Axie Infinity today, although I would not recommend Axie Infinity to anybody. But what I am promoting is the fact that this looks like it has a good solution to a problem. Check it out for yourself. With the links down below, SCPrime. It is a data storage. There's no mining involved. With you getting involved with the storage, you get paid to store data, encrypted data. Data that's going to be held very safely on an upcoming global demand that's going to be massive, especially once the metaverse breaks out. DeFi, IoT Latin America. If you like this, subscribe. We hit 500 subscribers today. Thank you very much. Now, that's not a lot to a lot of YouTubers out there, but hey, we've only been at this for a couple of months. So we're happy about that today. We happy, guys? 500? Estamos felices? Huh? Happy. Yeah, they're all behind the scenes are giving me thumbs up. Yeah. So do that for us too. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us what's more you want to hear. We're going to show you later, once we put it together ourselves, we're going to show you how you can get involved with this a little bit cheaper and build your own data centers. Now, look, you can have more than one in your home. It's not like it's a network. You can have various there. But keep in mind, with these burning, you're probably going to be burning about 150 watts a day, really. They're talking about 1 kilowatt hour, but you're probably going to burn about 150 kilowatts per second. So you're going to be burning a little bit of juice for each one of these. That's basically what one GPU burns if you're talking about the 30 series, about 150. So you can kind of calculate that. It's not a whole lot of energy, but maybe it's going to burn maybe between where you are, $20 to $30, $40 a month. But what are you going to get paid? I guess I didn't tell you that part. It's really hard to say the numbers, right? But I'll tell you this much. What I have seen and I've heard, now I can't guarantee this, but what I'm seeing other YouTubers talk about, you're looking at making on a 32 terabyte data center around $4,000 to $5,000 a month in compensation. So if you have $30 to $50 a month in electricity, and you can make even $1,000 a month off that data center, it more than pays for itself. And this is why we like it. It solves a problem, great solution. It's on a blockchain, it's encrypted, it's DeFi, and it has a great ROI for your investment. DeFi IoT Latin America. Subscribe. We'll see you Saturday.